Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here again. We got another awesome knife I'm about to hopefully pull out of this box. It's another mystery box, just got it in the mail, and I have an idea what it is, but I'm not exactly sure, so we're going to find out. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. I got tons of gear, tons of knives I'm reviewing, and one of the cool things I do too is I sharpen stuff, so check out all the links for good deals on Amazon in the description, and then I have a bunch of playlists there too. So let's get into this, bust it out. This is one of these cool auto knives right here. Really like that. Works dang good. See what we got here. Pretty nice packaging job. This is different. You never know what you're gonna get. Guess I might need that again. Now we're getting somewhere. What could that be? Well, you guys probably already know because I got it in the description. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I like that. God, I gotta tell you, this guy Osborne, he made some amazing shit. Warren Osborne, God. I mean, I just love his knives. Look at that. Just look at it. This here, guys, is a legend of the past. They don't make it anymore. You can't get it at the local store. The only place you can get it is online, like eBay or some of the forums. It's an assisted access lock knife. I really like that. This is actually how it locks right here. You push that up and then you can't make it go, but you push it back down and then it goes. God, that feels good. Made out of M390 super steel. Perfect blade. It's got this type of blade that's like a drop point. Just an awesome usable knife. Warren Osborne really designed his stuff well. He knew people wanted to use these knives and he made them so they were very usable knives, and that's what we got here. I really like this one. I used to have one like this and then I had to sell it because I needed money. So I used to have one like this, and now I was able to get it back. One kind of cool thing. So this was one of the ones that Benchmade had on the front of one of their catalogs. I can't remember the year. Might have been 2009 or 2012 or something like that. But they had this knife as the cover of their catalog that year. That's how big this knife was for them. I mean, this was the hottest knife of the year. One of those years. I can't remember which one it was, but one thing I like, this is G10, and then this is aluminum, like an aluminum alloy right there. And then, of course, you got the really good spring-assisted knife. I really like that. God, it just is such a nice knife. One of the things too is it's got these stainless steel liners that have cutouts. I'll try to zoom in there so you can see. You can see the holes in there. That makes it so it's quite a bit lighter. Zoom in on the blade a little bit. One of the things, guys, you got to really be kind of aware of is I've been seeing this a lot lately, but there is a ton of fake Benchmade knives floating around. This is a real one. It's smooth as silk. It's got the original hardware. It's got, I mean, you can just tell by the feel of it. Once you've felt a bunch of Benchmades, you kind of know pretty quickly when something's real or not real. But I'm going to give you a tip for how you can tell when you come across a fake knife. One that just, everybody should think of, but they don't. But here it is. So imagine this knife came out like 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago. It's discontinued. You can't get it at any store. Nowhere carries this anymore. They had variations. They actually had black blades, serrated blades, and so forth. But here's my point. If all of the sudden in the year 2020 or 2022 or 2023, you start seeing a whole bunch of these pop up, like say there's a seller that's selling 5 of these, they have a quantity of 5, instantly this one that they're selling has to be a fake. It has to be, because there's no sellers that would have 5 of these or 10 of them available. It's impossible. It's a discontinued blade, what I call a legend of the past. I mean, these are some of the most sought after Benchmades that you can buy in their top of the line steel. They only made so many of these, and then they discontinued them, and then you have the aftermarket. So what happens is, on an authentic Benchmade knife, there will be some up there, and especially the ones they've made. Like there's certain Benchmades they make year after year. I'll give you an example. The 940, they make that one over and over, and that happens to be a very highly copied knife as well. You can check out my link to some of the ways to spot a fake 940. But the point is, that one, there's going to be a lot more of those knives available. Same thing with the Griptilian. You're going to see those plentiful on the market because there's so many of them. What you're not going to see are these ones where they discontinued like this. So if all of a sudden you start seeing a whole bunch of these, that's a dead giveaway. It's probably a fake knife, because there's no seller that would have 5 of these, especially brand new. They wouldn't have 5 of them. They just wouldn't, because it's been discontinued. In fact, this one here, I'll give you an example. There should only be, I don't know, like 10 or 20 of these up at any time or less, because there's just not that many of them, and it's such a good knife, people aren't really wanting to sell it. So if you happen to see these, a bunch of them brand new, from some seller in the future, it's probably a fake knife. Now, I don't have a fake one. I'll probably, now that I got this one, I've seen some of the fake ones out there. I'll probably buy one to go a little bit more in depth on what to see. But there are things you can spot a fake one from. Usually it's the box. Sometimes it's the logos. Sometimes it's the italics, way that they number that. Sometimes it's something as simple as, if we zoom into this Osborne, notice how crystal clear that is, and the letters line up. Also, while I'm zoomed in, you can kind of see the lines of the grind lines. I don't know how well that's showing up actually. I'll try to zoom in. See the grind lines on the knife? They're very faint, but most Benchmades have those machine grind lines. All the fakes, they don't really have that. So that's another thing you got to keep an eye on. A lot of times this hardware is real crumbly done. This too doesn't quite look like this on the fakes. A lot of times they won't have this authentic clip. They actually used this, Benchmade used this exact clip when they made this knife. I don't really like it, but that's what they use. So if you ever see one of these brand new and it doesn't have this style clip, it's a dead giveaway. It's a fake. And then from there, you can tell just by feeling it. I mean, it should feel really good. At any rate, that's all I got, guys. Just want to say thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for checking out some of my other ones. I got all kinds of new gear coming out. In fact, I did a bunch of flashlight reviews lately. Check those out. I mean, this is an awesome time to be a knife fan. There are so many good deals. And then if you're like me, you take these old knives like this and you actually sharpen them up. Now this one's actually pretty sharp. So I don't know if I'm going to sharpen it right away, but that's another cool thing. Check out some of the sharpening videos I've done. That's a way to take your collection and make it way better, by sharpening some of these knives. I'll give you a little bit of a comparison real quick before I go to this AKC Extreme knife. That's about the size, about the size difference. If you open it, you can kind of get a sense for the size. Another thing too, I was going to just mention, when you buy a fake Benchmade, the little baggie that it comes in is cheesier. It's like a cheesier bag quality. This is an original. You can tell by the microfiber and stuff, but a lot of the fake ones have a real cheesy bag. So that's it, guys. Give you one more look. This is the Benchmade 581. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Talk to you later.